Real quick, everyone, run our intro video real quick.
Welcome to the 4 Guys with Quarters show. With your hosts Inferno, Assassin, and Clowns.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of the 4 Guys with Quarters podcast. I am Inferno 217, bringing you this show for episode 40 for April
2015.
30th. I can't believe we're at 40 episodes already. I can't believe we're at 40 episodes so many people
already.
On, so it's like
we've gotten so many people
so
on,
humbling
so it's like
that,
we're
not even a year into this thing. We're able to get guests.
We're not even a year into this thing.
We're able to get guests, guys, if you will. Like tonight, we have a mishmash of characters. Like tonight, we have a mishmash of characters. You all remember ZPCI Assassin. You all remember ZPCI Assassin. He's been here for every episode.
What's up, everyone?
What's up,
What's up?
We've got Turtle, who missed last week, but he's back in full force. Who missed last week, but he's back in full force. Oh, apparently my voice is echoing. Why is that? Oh, that's why is that? It's not. It shouldn't echo anymore. And we have our guest today, filling in for Clowns, who is sick, unfortunately, but we love to have Cody here. So, Cody from Nerdomnia.com, founder of Nerdomnia.com. Tell us a little bit about Nerdomnia while you're here.
It's sort of in its infancy right now. We're going to do comic books, anime, video games, stuff of that nature. You know, you got a little mix of video games, like you guys do great with video games. We're going to stick with more of the indie titles and the comic books and the anime stuff that I love and can't get anywhere else, so I'm going to bring it to my own website.
There we go, Nerdomnia.com. Go check it out. We'll have a link for that in the notes so you guys can check it out in its infancy, but it will grow, and lots of comics for him to review, so if you're a comic person, you definitely want to check it out. So thanks for filling in for us this week, bro. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
And let's get into something we haven't done in a couple weeks since we've had guests. We'll do our Press Start feature, where we all talk about just quickly what we've been playing and, maybe something about the game, like where we're stuck at or an achievement we just got or something like that. So this week we'll start with... Why don't we start with Cody since he's the guest?
Hey, well, this week I've been playing a lot of Project Root and State of Decay. I beat State of Decay on the 360 when it first came out and was glad to see an HD remake or bring up of it, and been playing the hell out of that. And love Project Root as well. That's not really a shooter top-down sort of guy, but this one's more open world, and I'm absolutely fallen in love with it.
Very cool. Yeah, later in the show we'll get into a little bit of Project Root when we talk about the new releases this week, but spoiler alert, I watched Cody stream it today. He had a few people watching him, and he's been loving it. So for $7, I'd say check it out. So get it quick if you're even interested, because it's going to go back up to 10. But we'll talk about more of that later. So thank you, Cody. Turtle, what have you been playing?
State of Decay and Battlefield Hardline. I'm pretty sure some other stuff that I can't think of.
I think it's
fun. I went back to Forza 5 the other day.
Oh, and how did it hold up?
Compared to Horizon 2, graphically, it was alright, but gameplay, still fun.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean, you can get that for a good price now if you get it, especially if you get it used. So, but new one's coming out this fall, so you might want to wait. But I still think it's a good game when it works. Thank you, Turtle. Jason, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a bunch of a lot of stuff recently.
A bunch of a lot of stuff. That must be a
stuff.
lot of stuff, man.
Yep, a bunch of a lot. Yep. So I started out my stream. So I've been streaming some Wolfenstein, PvZ, GTA. What else?
Fantasia.
Disney Fantasia. And then Crypt of the Necrodancer and Skyrim.
Wow, you're just hitting... Wait, Skyrim? You bought Skyrim?
Yep, Skyrim was $5 on PC the other day.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw it. It was on my little thing. You bought Skyrim.
I'm telling you, I hate to say this, but, if the PC prices stay as low as they are, I think people are just going to move over to the Steam machines. I mean, how can you turn down Skyrim for $5? That's just absurd.
I had to buy the anthology myself on PC.
See, I mean, they're just so cheap, and you get so many games in these packages now, and like the Humble Bundle and all this stuff. Dude, console gaming in trouble, I think, but we're here to keep it going. Talk about some Xbox. Oh, that reminds me. Well, let me say what I've been playing first, and then we'll announce something really quick. I've been playing a lot of Shovel Knight. I just bought that. That game, we'll talk about that later when we talk about new releases. That game is incredible. That game is just straight up incredible. It's on pretty much everything you can think of too, like, PC, PS4. I don't know if it's on Vita, but it's on 3DS, Wii U, Xbox One. I mean, you can get it pretty much anywhere, and I suggest you do. It's like a throwback to the retro bit era, and we got a review of the Wii U version of it on our site, 4GwQPodcast.com, so check it out. Yeah, I've been loving the hell out of that. I've been playing a lot of Hardline. I don't really think I've been playing much of anything else. Am I missing something, Assassin? Assassin, you're usually good with keeping track of what everybody plays.
Hardline. I
think that's pretty much it, but yeah, I haven't been playing a lot lately, but Hardline when I do. So, alright, let's press start. Let me just announce really quick. We're thinking about making another version of the podcast, like a PlayStation version, because we talk about so much Xbox stuff, and every week there's like an hour worth plus, thanks to Turtle, of Xbox news. And we're thinking about making a PlayStation one, so let us know if you're interested in that. But I feel like we should give due diligence to PlayStation because we're not fanboys here. Well, most of us anyway. And I know a lot of the guests we've had on have been Xbox related, but we're looking to get some PlayStation guests on too. Like, I've got somebody I follow on Twitch that's a PlayStation gamer. He's really good at Mortal Kombat. I'm looking to get him on, talk a little bit of Mortal Kombat when we have another guest on at the same time from the Xbox side of things. So looking to do big things and start a PlayStation 1 too. It would be on a different day, obviously. But yeah, it's in the pipeline. Good job sparking my memory, Turtle, because I would have forgot to mention that. All right. Well, let's go into our first topic. What are we talking about first here? Call of Duty trailer. Assassin, aren't you pumped? Our Call of Duty guy. Aren't you pumped for Black Ops 3 after this reveal trailer?
No.
What?
I am not pumped for Call of Duty Advanced Titanfall, whatever some people call it.
You can't be serious.
No. The only thing I'm pumped for is zombies, but I mean, Call of Duty will always have a place in my heart, but it's going away. It's slowly.
I was actually more excited about it than because I loved the first Black Ops, hated the second one, so I'm really hoping I love the third one. I hope it goes on a pattern.
Yeah, you know what? Like I bought Advanced Warfare at midnight launch, picked it up, wasn't too impressed with it. Like had fun with these guys playing some multiplayer or whatnot, and got pissed as every Call of Duty player does, and went crawling back to Battlefield because to me it's just a better shooter. But like, I'm not gonna lie, I might get this one, and I don't know how Call of Duty has this effect on people like me, but Jesus, man, I think I'm gonna get this one too. After we're looking at the reveal trailer, I hated Advanced Warfare for the most part.
That's what me and Turtle did. Me and Turtle picked it up, couldn't stand it. We played it for like a week, never touched it again. Like 3 months later, we put it back in, and we were like rocking like 40-5, and we don't know how that happened.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
What happened was we figured out score streaks.
That's true.
Wow. There you go, Turtle. Admit that you knew nothing about score streaks there, buddy.
I tried to hide that, Turtle, but
yeah,
okay,
right.
Thanks a lot.
Exactly.
There are no secrets on this show.
That's the damn truth. Turtle, what did you think of the reveal trailer? You didn't really say anything yet.
From what I've seen of it, it looks more of the same of what we've already seen from past games, but with it being Black Ops 3, I'm kind of excited. Like, that's kind of saying something just because of a name, but I'm kind of excited about it because unlike CoD, I loved Black Ops 2. I thought it was one of the better ones next to Modern Warfare 3.
You've already got Assassin shaking his head. Cody, you just said, obviously didn't like it. He's shaking his head. Assassin, thoughts on Black Ops 2?
I know everyone loves this pick 10 system. I think it is the worst thing I have seen in a first-person shooter in my entire life.
Wow. I gotta say, those are strong words. I like it. I like the pick. It wasn't like pick 13 in Advanced Warfare though. It wasn't pick 10. But I mean, I like that. I like the free, the ability to do whatever the hell you want. Like you can put multiple attachments on your primary and go with like 2 perks instead of 3 or 3 perks instead. I like the freedom. But I mean, what would you prefer? Like it be all defined for you? Like
I miss like the Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 and down. You always had a primary, you always had a secondary, you always had 3 perks, a lethal, tactical, and depending on the game, a death streak.
Right. I can kind of see where you're coming from because I'm one of the jerks who equips 2 starter weapons. So if mine runs out, I switch to another starter weapon. So I could see how that gets really annoying. So I wouldn't mind using a handgun, but I'm not willing to put down my first primary weapon to do it. Yep. Yeah.
No, I hear you, dude. 2 primaries is where it's at. That's Call of Duty in a nutshell. 2 primaries, man. Whew. Akimbo, like running around with the 2 guns out at the same time, assassin.
Well, they should have done like Modern Warfare 2, where it's shotguns or secondaries. I like that. I know it was OP. Spaz 12 had like a sniper's range. But it was awesome. I loved it, and I would go back to Modern Warfare 2 if I had a 360.
So there was nothing in this Black Ops 3 trailer that made you think like this is going to be different than
the last 2 seconds in the trailer, or 4 seconds, whatever. The zombies. That was it. I'm a zombie guy, so.
Yeah, I love him too, but I love the whole Bioshock thing. The dude shot like bugs out of his hand or something. What was that about? That piqued my interest.
Yeah, that was badass. That was different for sure. Unfortunately, we can't show the actual trailer because of copyright reasons, but we will have them in the notes on the YouTube recap of the show, the archive. So go check that out if you don't know where to find it, but I'm sure you do. But I mean, I don't know what it is, but something's bringing me back into this damn game. And I don't know if it's the Black Ops name. Maybe it's because it's called Black Ops, and I, held highly regarded the Black Ops series, if you will, and, it's regarded as one of the better Call of Duties, as we've said, but I don't know, something's just drawing me in, and personally, other than the things we mentioned, I don't think it looks that much different either. I don't think the graphics look that great, like, compared to Advanced Warfare. But, I mean, I guess time will tell.
Has it been announced for the previous generation? Because I know the beta's just on one PS4 and PC.
No.
If they don't bring it, I'll have even higher hopes for it if they drop the last gen.
That's a good point, because that kind of, like, swept under the rug. The fact that it didn't come out on 360 and PS3, and if there weren't journalists asking those questions, I think people would just like kind of let that kind of go into the sunset, and people wouldn't even think about that. But yeah, no, it's not coming to past gen, not coming to Wii U. So I mean,
are we really surprised about that?
Was it Black Ops 2 on the Wii U?
Black Ops 2 is on the Wii U.
A stripped down version of it.
Was Ghost on the Wii U?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Ghost, Advanced Warfare, those one on the Wii U. So yeah, so I mean, that's being left in the dust. So
I was overall disappointed because I was hoping they'd announce World at War 2, but I can take Black Ops 3.
I don't think they'll go back in the past, though.
I hope so.
Dude, it's been so long since we've had a great
World War II shooter.
War game. Like, I think it's time to go back. I think these modern shooters are kind of getting stale for some people. So I mean, let's bring that back.
Tired of that futuristic nonsense we're seeing now. Like, I don't want to see like little spider thing blow me up while running across the wall, being swarmed by mosquitoes. And
I think you just don't want to blow up. That's my opinion.
Well, in World at War, okay, blowing up, see my limbs fly off because of a grenade. That was awesome. Where's that? I want to see my leg fly into someone's face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think the sad thing is that the next Call of Duty after Black Ops 3 will probably be Advanced Warfare 2.
Or Ghost 2.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. If anything, Ghost 2.
Ew.
Ghost, I love the maps in Ghost. Other than that, the game was crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, like other than World at War, can we also bring back the Modern Warfare series?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
for
care.
modern.
We need all the Call of Duties 1 to Black Ops 2 onto next gen.
Really,
you're including
one.
Black Ops too.
Call of Duty 1.
Just plain old Call of Duty. Call of Duty 1.
You guys are nuts. Bring World at War back. People
Yes.
go nuts for that. People go nuts for that. But Black Ops, continuing that name, that's a name people trust and love. So,
Yeah.
as much as I think this Call of Duty isn't going to make huge strides, I think it's going to do really well. I mean, it doesn't even need to be said when it comes to Call of Duty because you've got these sheep buying it every year, even if it's crap. Like, they'll feed crap to you and they'll just still buy it. But I think it'll. Yeah, this turtle right there raising his hand. Assassin, you're eventually going to get this.
If anything, I trust Treyarch to bring out a solid Call of Duty. And I used to trust Infinity Ward, but since Ghost came out and they fired everyone because of Modern Warfare 2, since then, I don't trust them. I trust Treyarch now more than any Call of Duty people.
It's a good point. Yeah, so now we've got the good guys making the game. We've got the best of the best, and hopefully it's great. And it's a good point Cody made about it coming only to current gen, so maybe they can get the most out of it and not dumb it down like we've seen with past games.
Yeah.
So we shall see, I guess. Did they announce a release date for this? Was it like
The 6th
Yeah.
of November.
the 6th of November? Okay,
It's always like the second Tuesday in November,
gotcha.
believe it or not.
I believe it. No, I believe it, Assassin. You don't have to convince me, bro. I believe it. So 11/6/15 is what we
Except
coming
that's
out.
a Friday this year.
The beta, right? So we talked about the beta. That's not coming to Xbox One.
Yeah, it's coming
Oh,
to
Xbox One, PS4,
Xbox.
and PC.
So if you pre-order it, you get access to the multiplayer beta. I'll be honest with you. I'm just gonna pre-order it, get that beta. If it sucks, see you later, dude. Go get my $5 back. It's exactly what I'm doing, and that's what everyone should do.
Yeah, that's what I think a lot of people are going to do, and their sales, I have a feeling, are going to drop more than probably ever. Because
I
of
don't
that
think
beta.
so. It's Call of Duty. They're always
Yeah,
gonna
but
sell
I
out.
mean, everyone thinks, oh, this Call of Duty is going to be good, and then they play the multiplayer, and it's so much garbage that they sell it. If they have a beta before their game, they don't have to spend the $60.
It's true. That's true. But I think they're banking on it to make more hype, and I think them offering a beta this time that they didn't do with the Advanced Warfare and Ghosts, I think that proves that they think that the product is that good. Because if they offered a beta that sucked, and they knew that it kind of wasn't that great, and they made excuses for it left and right why it wasn't that good, then it would just be such negative publicity. People would be like, "Oh, here we go again." Like Call of Duty just losing it. So I think they actually know that it's a good product because they wouldn't. I don't think they'd do a beta if it wasn't. So, but my thought on it. Anything else on this reveal trailer before we move on? We got to move on because the draft's on tonight.
Yes.
Is the first pick announced yet?
Not yet. No, last I looked.
Yeah, Bucks take Winston as the number one.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yep, Jameis Winston, baby. I
Crap.
told you. The second pick is what's going to be interesting because I want to see if the trades go down. Something tells me there's going to be a huge trade. Like either Phillip Rivers is going to get traded or like a bunch of picks are going to get traded to Tennessee. I want to see how that happens, but this is a gaming podcast, damn it.
Okay, sorry.
This is a gaming podcast. We shall
That's a
move
Save
game.
it
on.
for after.
Football's a game. Anyway.
That's true. Next thing on the agenda, we want to just give a shout out real quick to our good friend that we've had on the show a couple times, and will be on the show probably in a couple weeks to discuss his new venture into video gaming. It's not really a new venture because he's been on Twitch for a long time, and a lot of people know about him. So he's very popular. He's an Xbox VIP. He's a professional chef, a great guy. Chef Big Willie got his Twitch partnership a couple days ago. It's not finalized yet because he doesn't have a sub button as of yet, so I guess he's just finalizing all like the papers and everything, taxes and whatnot. So, congrats to Chef Big Willie, and we'll get him on the show again to discuss how his stream has changed ever since he's become a partner and stuff. So we'll give him a couple weeks, and I'm sure he'll be glad to be on the show because he's a huge supporter of us, and we're a big supporter of him. So if you haven't seen the stream before, check him out, twitch.tv/ChefBigWillie. We've got it there on the video version if you don't take audio cues for some reason. Or twitter.com/chef_Big Willie. So go check it out. Do you guys have anything to say about this? Chef Big Willie getting his partnership.
Congratulations.
Yep, congratulations.
I think,
Wow.
yeah. I think his stream's going to take off. And, you know, we donated $25 from this show to him for his new arcade thing. And now he's going to have a damn sub button. And we're going to have to give him more money to get his awesome emojis and all that stuff. But you know what? I think I'm going to sub. I've never subbed to somebody on Twitch. I think this is going to be the guy that gets me to sub, at least for a month. Get those special emojis.
Sometimes it's worth that to sub.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, he probably, now that he's partnered, he's probably going to have, like, special sub, like, tournaments on Mortal Kombat and stuff that I definitely would love to get in, so we'll see how that goes. And he's getting The Witcher, so yeah. Cody's, like, in his glory over there with The Witcher talk. But, yeah, so shout out to Willie. Awesome guy, awesome stream. Got his Twitch partnership. He deserves it. All right. So next, just some general news. I mean, there isn't really a ton to talk about this week, but if you're in the chat and you're watching, feel free to put a comment about what you think about some of this news and stuff, and we'll get to you for sure. So Minecraft on consoles is finally getting your choice to pick a man or a woman character to start out with. So initially on Minecraft, you had to pick Steve. So now on consoles, as of yesterday, you will be able to pick Alex, the female character. We've got a few examples of the female skins and whatnot on the video version if you guys are watching. But is this a big deal? Like, are we making this or am I making this a big deal since I put this in the script that it really is? Like, they had to make an announcement about it, so I guess it was a big deal. I mean, they say it was, the reason they did this is because they want to better represent, you know, what their player base is, and some people, I guess, have complained there's not a woman. So, I mean, to me, this is not even a huge story because, I mean, this is something that should have been there from the start, but is this even a story?
I mean, my wife's playing Minecraft right now on the Xbox, and she doesn't care. You don't ever actually look at yourself unless you play in third person, which I don't know anyone who does. So
Right.
She doesn't care.
Exactly, yeah. Unless you're playing multiplayer, I mean, people don't look at themselves. You can't even make a mirror in the game or anything like that, so. I mean, yeah, you switch into third person, but that's way, I mean, in my opinion, that's way harder to play. I tried to play as third person for the first week that we had the game, and, like, I was loving it at first, and I'm just like, damn it, I cannot get that kind of building accuracy that the first person gets you, so. Minecraft on consoles gets a female character. Anything to say about this, Assassin? You gonna be a female on Minecraft now, or Princess Leia, perhaps?
I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's nice to have a variety of new, female characters, but the skin packs had female characters. So I mean, if everyone was complaining, before
they have to buy the skin packs.
I mean, if you're a huge Minecraft player, who doesn't have a skin pack? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
5 of them.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
true.
some of them, at times, some were free,
Right.
like $1. But I mean, it's nice. I looked through them, and if you're a lady and you want to be a lady instead of Steve, congratulations. But I just don't understand the name Alex. I mean, it sounds more like a guy's name than a lady.
That's the problem, dude. You gotta be PC everywhere, including video games. Like, you can't make too feminine of a character because those women that don't identify themselves as very feminine will, get offended and everything. Which, I mean, I'm not knocking that, but, like, if it's gonna be a woman, like, maybe Alexandra, like, give it a woman name, because Steve and Alex, you would think they're both men if you didn't look. So I realize I probably alienated us from the
viewers went down like 20.
or like the masculine females, but I'm sorry, that wasn't on my intention. But I mean, like, it doesn't differentiate it for people as much as I think maybe it could or should. I think you should just be able to, like, name it whatever you want. Like, right from the get-go. Don't even give them names. Like, Steve and Alex, don't even give them names. But, whatever. Alright, any more about this before we move on? We already
Should get
talked
back
about...
into Minecraft.
Yeah, we should definitely get back into Minecraft. I am going to get back into that. Next week, Assassin, me and you, we got to play that.
You can play while we're watching the draft.
Nice. Yeah, we'll join your wife's world right now.
I promise not to blow up farms.
Yeah, you're probably gonna not want to do that this time because that breaks friendships.
I think she'll murder you in the games, so that's okay.
Nice. All right, now for some pretty big news, I think. I guess it's more hotly debated than I thought it was. Batman Arkham Knight released a new trailer that we can't show, obviously, copyright reasons. But they released a new trailer that showed off their new dual play mechanic, which is what they're calling their GTA 5-like character switching. Which is a little bit different than the GTA 5 style, because apparently you'll be able to like start a fight. According to some people and journalists, you'll be able to start a fight with one character, then switch to another one, like switch to Robin, then join in and get a co-op attack kind of thing. So what do you guys think about that? I mean, confirmed characters that you'll be able to control: Catwoman, Nightwing, and Robin. And according to Assassin, he said he saw somewhere that pre-orders.
I sent you the video text right at the end. Play as Harley Quinn.
Oh, you can play it. Yeah, so you can play as Harley Quinn if you pre-order. Is that what the deal is?
Yep.
So if you pre-order, you can play as Harley Quinn as well.
I don't know. I think that last part is probably like a separate DLC,
like a challenge map or something.
kind of like a.
It's probably a challenge map, but I mean,
wasn't it a Arkham City that advertised basically the same thing, and it was just like an extra story DLC? Or am I getting that wrong? I didn't finish Arkham City.
Neither did I, to be honest with you. I know the game is amazing, and I did play it, but I did not finish it. But no, I agree with you. It probably is like a challenge map. It's not, the whole game or whatever. But I think none of these characters are the whole game. Like, I think, it's kind of like GTA, where, like, it's not like you can just, like, do whatever missions with whatever character you want. Or it's not like Lego games, where you can just, like, pick out of 100 characters or whatever and just do the same missions. But rather, like, you get to a certain point in the game and you have to continue with Robin or Nightwing or whatever. And, at some point they all join up and you just kick some ass or whatever. Like, I think that's what the deal is. So, I mean, to me it's cool. Like, whatever. I know they're copying off GTA a little bit, but, like, it's an awesome mechanic. Like, everyone copied off of everyone at some point for the most part. Like, you can't just... If you revolutionize it a little bit, like they're doing with the co-op mechanic, I think it's fair game. But what do you guys think?
I just pre-ordered the limited edition of the game, so I'm really looking forward to playing it after watching some of the gameplay videos.
Like, does that mechanic make you more excited for the gameplay, or less, or no change?
No change.
No change. All right. To me, it makes me more excited. Like, it's gonna be less stale for me because I'm gonna be able to, like, have separate characters switch to and use their specialties or whatever. Like, that has me more excited.
I mean, yeah, like, it adds more to the gameplay, but I mean, like, in general, like, it doesn't make me more or less excited about switching characters, but it does make me more excited about having more choices of who to play as.
Right. What about the other two guys?
well,
I'm glad you get to play as Nightwing. Go
There
ahead.
you go. Nice. Dawson?
I know in Arkham's City you could play as what was it, Catwoman, I believe.
Yes.
Robin.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, it's definitely a cool idea. It'll be interesting, but I mean, if I'm still buying the game day one, no matter what. They could have said you could have been a floating toilet, and I would be playing the game still.
No, but I think versus like what they had in Arkham City, I think this is more like meaningful. Like,
yeah, when in City, you just went up to Catwoman's house and you're like, bam, hit A. And this one, it's just like GTA. You're like right next to the person, shaking their hand and kicking some ass.
Right. So that's Arkham Knight. That's the dual play mode. We'll see more of that, I'm sure, in the coming weeks. I'm sure they'll release some more content, and the game comes out on the 23rd of June. So I think we're all getting it. I think so.
I'll get it 3 months later.
And Cody will, unfortunately not be able to game for a little while, being in the police academy. But
and I will be making a unboxing video of the limited edition for the 4Guys site.
yes. We love unboxings. I was going to do an unboxing for these headphones, but then I was like, that's not really game related. But I'm using them as gaming headphones, so
I
was
spent
thinking
money,
that-
and here's what I got.
I mean, I just bought something fancy, so... Clown says in the chat he's with us in spirit. He says, boo Arkham Knight. Wow, alright. Okay. Well, good thing we're done with this topic now, and we'll move on to another one.
There's one thing. The
Go
season
ahead.
pass is $40. I mean, come on now. $40?
Dude,
Depends on what you get.
They said 6 months of content.
Alright, when the game comes out, we're going to talk about that a little more, so we know, like, what's actually going to be in it. But, spoiler alert, I think $40 is a lot for a season pass as well.
I know on the PlayStation it's $30 if you buy the DLC or season pass and the game, so it'd be $90.
Ooh.
So maybe they'll bring that to Xbox.
Well, maybe they will, because, like, the thing with The Witcher, remember The Witcher was up for pre-order on the Xbox? I mean, on the PlayStation, it was cheaper, and then it came on the Xbox, and they dropped the price. And they did that with another game, too. Like, Mortal Kombat, the special edition, they dropped the price on that after the PlayStation did it, so I think it's going to be the same price everywhere. So, next topic, what else do we have here? We have Dead Island 2 got delayed again.
Not
So
surprised.
initially it was supposed to come out in spring of 2015, as announced at E3 last year. Then it got delayed to fall, and now it's delayed again to be TBD 2016. I don't think it's been really announced. So they apparently said it doesn't meet their vision, quote unquote, at this point in time, and they want to add like some never seen crafting mechanics. You know, they want to get 8-player co-op in. They want to have like extremely unique characters you can choose from, unlike Dying Light and stuff like that. So they want to get all that in before they release it, and not just release it and then incrementally add these things like some other companies have and been trashed for. So, what do you guys think about this delay? Big deal, not surprised, because of Dying Light, success, anything's up for grabs. What do you guys think?
I think it's probably a good thing because it will give them more time to work out all of their crafting systems and everything. Especially if they're teasing like a better crafting system or never before seen or whatever.
Right, yeah. The deal was, like, this game has been kind of in the shadows since that E3 trailer. Like, there hasn't been a lot released about this game, so to a lot of people it's not really a surprise that it's delayed, but, you know, none of the details about the crafting system have been released. So, I mean, if they're going to overhaul it, my opinion, and I think I said this in party earlier, but not publicly, and I think Assassin said it too, it's because of Dying Light, I think. I think it's because Dying Light did so well and showed off things that Dead Island was either gonna do or didn't do as well, and they're like, oh, damn, like we only have like 6 months to fix all this, and it's a core issue, and now, like, time to start from the starting block again, you know.
Well, it could be that, and the date was for fall. That would put it around the time of games like Star Wars Battlefront and Call of Duty and all that. Like, they may want to work on the game, but at the same time, maybe push it back a little into the new year
That's a good point.
to avoid competition.
Definitely a good point. Cody, you've been quiet about this one. You hated the first one. No interest in the second one, I'm guessing.
Very little, if none at all. Like Dying Light, I played. It was all right. I mean, it was just a game where you rock around and chop things up. Stories don't matter. Nothing really matters. I just can't stand the gameplay. I mean, I played Dead Island twice, like all the way through twice, and still couldn't stand it. I kept trying and did co-op everything. It just bored the heck out of me.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care for the first Dead Island. I enjoyed Dying Light, but it kind of got old after like a week or two.
Right. See, I think that's what they're trying to avoid here. I think, like, they want to introduce something that makes it, like, the crafting system, they want to, as I drop my controller, they want to introduce something that definitely makes it stand apart and gets people interested for the entire playthrough. And the first... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was saying, don't get me wrong. I mean, if they bring out a video and it looks absolutely amazing, I'm not unopen to ever getting it. But at this point right now, I mean, look at the original Dead Island trailer. That was the best trailer that's ever come out in the entire video game world. And it was nothing like the actual game. So I can't base anything off the CG trailer they released, a while ago.
Well, see, that they showed at E3 was not a CG trailer. That was a gameplay trailer, but it may not look exactly like that whenever it's released. Like, what game does look like the trailers that they show? But, like, I think, if you watch that video, there's, like, a lot of new stuff. Like, a lot of new weapon combinations and possibilities.
Right. So, it's delayed. Boo-hoo. I mean, there's plenty else to buy now, so, like, that just makes my pocket a little fatter, / doesn't make me as much in debt. But
I'll be playing The Witcher anyway.
exactly, right? Yeah, so, I mean, there's tons of games coming out that have a lot of playtime, so I'm not really worried about Dead Island being delayed. And, maybe people will be over Dying Light by then. Like you said, Turtle, that kind of factors in, too, by delaying it. Like, not only is there going to be a lot of competition around fall 2015, but people will be over Dying Light and will be looking for more, and this will be more, so you'll get those people buying instead of, the people who had Dying Light saying, oh, screw it, I already have Dying Light, kind of thing. But, or I can buy Dying Light for like half the price. But, yeah, it's Dead Island delayed. Assassin, you have anything to add before we move on?
They're probably sitting in their corner, not corner, a round table. They're like, we're probably making an Easter egg, making fun of Dying Light. I can see it now.
We have this on record, so if that happens, I'm definitely going to share this part of the video with them. Be like, we called that. But that's Dead Island 2. It was delayed. Wah. So in better light, Shadow of Mordor is getting a Game of the Year edition, which is absolutely stacked. It's going to be $50, coming on May 5th, and we have a slide here on the video version that shows all the stuff that includes all the story packs, all the skins, all the runes, the extra missions, all the extra challenge modes, and the new photo mode that was added to the game. So it includes all these new features, and it's cheaper than it was initially at retail. And, I mean, this game was bomb, so I'm all for this.
Good. So good.
I didn't even know there was this much content, to be honest with you. I think that's part of the draw for me. Like, I don't know if I trade in my version and buy this one since it was cheaper, but damn, I did not know there was this much content. Like, all these runes and stuff, and all these extra missions. I definitely didn't know that. What do you guys think? Shadow of Mordor, Game of the Year edition?
It deserved it. That was a great game.
Yep.
That's
fine.
Dude, I mean, Dragon Age, don't get me wrong, and I know Cody loves it. Cody reviewed it and played the hell out of it, dude, I was pulling for this for Game of the Year, like the official Game of the Year, and Dragon Age got it, and I think both of those games are excellent. So, and either could have won.
It was neck and neck.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you haven't tried this is definitely an awesome way to get into it, because I mean, it's less than a full retail usually is, and it's got all this extra content, and it's not like it's outdated at this point. So, definitely.
That's a great price too. Like, just sitting here thinking about it, that's a great price for anyone who's never played this game. They're getting a heck of a deal.
Yeah, definitely. And we've seen a lot of like these Rise Legendary editions and Dead Rising Apocalypse editions that have kind of done the same thing at $50, but they don't have as much content in them. Like as much additional content. You think $50 was a bad price for those, perhaps, but for this, I mean, there's just so much damn content. So yeah, definitely get into it if you haven't, because this is an incredible price. Anything else about this before we move on? That was kind of a quick one. It's 18 plus according to Peggy. According to this image I grabbed, it was the UK one. So don't buy it unless you're 17 or 18, I guess, or they won't let you.
Turtle, don't buy it.
Don't buy it, Turtle. I've noticed, though, I have noticed that stores are starting to card people. Like, I've seen a couple kids get carded at, like, Target and stuff. Not GameStop, but Target.
GameStop used to do that, and then
Yeah,
I
I've
grew a
seen-
beard, and then they're like, "Nope, well, here you go."
Nice.
Great. Now a bunch of kids are just gonna tape like cats to their faces and walk in and buy stuff.
Yeah, nice.
I can see it now. Card in here, meow.
Wow. All right, next topic. Oh, this is one we're not really going to talk about too much because not all the details are actually released. So Destiny, I know we're going back to Destiny. We've gone on a long spree on this show not talking about Destiny. We used to talk about Destiny every damn week, and we've gone so long, and I guess Cody's shaking his head. He's happy we're not going to be talking about this. Everybody, I guess, is happy, but we need to talk about it in a couple weeks. More details will be announced, but the House of Wolves expansion, the second one that was promised to us by Bungie, will be coming out on the 19th of May. And maybe next week we'll get into it, or maybe the week after. I'm not sure, but depends who we have on the show and whatnot. But not all the details are released, so...
Well, Assassin has the season pass, so he can play it and then tell us about it.
Yeah.
There you go.
From what I've heard from the season, or not season pass, DLC, it feels like it should have been not in the game, but included as like a free update. But not gonna get into like an argument with fanboys of the game.
Yeah, I heard there wasn't a new raid with this one either.
No raid whatsoever.
But there's a lot of other... I mean, I don't want to get into it right now, because...
Yeah.
Number one, the draft's on, and number two, we don't have all the details, so in that order. But I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that's being added, so I can't really knock it as of right now. Other than
You can knock it. It's Destiny.
yeah, other than the fact that it's Destiny. Clown says in the chat, Sass bought the season pass. I think you bought the season pass, didn't you? Clown, you sorry, you sorry man. About the Destiny season pass, but we're gonna have somebody on the show in a few weeks that loves the hell out of Destiny. That is a developer that I've been in contact with from Never Not Games. So we're gonna have them on the show, and one of their members on that development team loves the hell out of Destiny. So I'm curious to talk to him a little bit about this. So we'll see. You guys still there?
See?
Wow.
Negative.
It got really quiet just then.
We love listening to you talk.
You were talking, we didn't want to interrupt.
Sorry. Life is not fair, says in the chat. Destiny sucks, boo. Yeah, we're moving off Destiny, I promise. We agree, we don't really like Destiny. So, forget that.
Okay, let's move on.
Happy Wars. Well, Future King says in the chat, is anyone else getting lag? Mine's not telling me that I've skipped any frames, so...
I'm not getting lag.
Yeah, I don't think anyone... Sorry if you're getting lag. If you're getting lag, just check it out on YouTube after. I know Twitch is kind of hard at this time of night sometimes on some people's internet, so sorry about that. But check it out on YouTube after if you miss any portions of the show. Please, please, please. Alright, so Happy Wars, right? That just came out last week on Friday, was it? On the 24th. And it's free to play. Hell of a lot of microtransactions, but no one really cares because the game is so damn fun, right?
Yeah,
It's so good.
I mean, Turtle.
it's alright.
Turtle, you haven't put in enough time into it. That's the problem.
Turtles put enough time into anything.
Turtle's put more time into checkers than he has into Happy Wars. Like,
Actually, that's probably true.
no, I mean like one round of checkers.
Oh. Okay, that's probably true.
Yeah, see, so, dude, this game's amazing. Like, for free, you guys gotta pick it up and try it. Like, I gotta admit, the menu is a little off-putting and a little complex at some points, but, I mean...
Especially to new players like myself. Like, you can ask, like, Cody or Assassin, like, they know I was constantly asking, like, where is this at on the menu? Like, first time I played it, I had no idea what I was doing.
Right, exactly, yeah, so...
I didn't even know how to start a mission or anything like that, or how to customize.
Yeah, you gotta take time to kind of like go through it and look at the menus. But once you do, like, you get into this game and it's sickly addictive. It really is. And there's a lot of people on the map at the same time, so especially for a free to play. And it's more complex than you think. Like, yeah, you capture towers. Yeah, you go to the other person's castle and break in and take over. But I mean, it's a lot more complex. There's a lot more strategy than you think. So, I mean, you guys should give it a try because the game is beast. I mean, I can't believe I've called Happy Wars a game called Happy Wars beast, but it is. So, anything else about Happy Wars? It's happy.
It's a very happy game.
If you
I don't know.
usually if you pay microtransactions, I'm not a huge fan of that, but this game, like, they at least reward you for it in a very meaningful way. So, like, I'm kind of okay with that. It's not like, ooh, give your character, like, you know, a blue hat. It's actually meaningful stuff, and you don't have to buy the stuff either. Like, you can buy it to get it quicker, but you can play the hell out of it and get some pretty good gear. But right, Cody?
I agree. I don't even want to know how much money into this game.
Clown says Happy Wars used to be good on the 360, and the wheel spins disappeared. Yeah, so they did disappear, but
They better bring them back.
I think they will. I think people are bitching about it enough that they will. Alright, that's enough for Happy Wars. Next topic, State of Decay. We can talk about this. A couple of guys on here have this game, like this game a lot. Just came out $29.99. Came out on Tuesday, but if you have the 360 version associated with your account, you'll get $10 off for the upgrade, so it'll be $20.
Very good.
Yeah, so tell us about it. Like, just quickly tell us, for people who don't know State of Decay, like, either Turtle or Cody, because you guys played it, like, tell us about it real quick and why we should play it.
It's a survivor sort of game, story-based, but you have multiple playable characters you could be. So if you go out and do a few missions as your character, you know, rescue this person, defeat a horde, kill a bunch of infected, and your person gets tired, you switch out to another person, and you can just keep going. And your people level up as you do things. You know, if you start shooting with guns, you'll level up your guns faster. Fighting melee, your melee is faster. But the map is extremely large for what it is. Being an indie arcade title, the map is huge. Like, I put probably 100 hours into the 360 version, and I put almost 24 hours into this version on the one. I haven't even seen on the map yet. There's so much to explore. You go out and you get different weapons, different guns, and then you can get materials like building materials and food and ammo for your group and carry them on your back and bring them all the way back. And you just keep going out and doing survival missions nonstop. But it's so much fun, and the threat of dying is always there because there's been times where I've ran off with like just a smidge of health left. I don't know how I survived.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I mean, it does separate itself from like a traditional survival thing, and I want to say that it's not a crowded space, but it kind of is when it comes to survival games a little bit. Like that How to Survive, like isometric view, kind of Diablo view game that is a survival game is out there, and a lot of people love that. But this takes it to a whole new level, like on complexity. This takes it to a whole new level, and the graphics. I saw it at PAX, and granted, they might have been like $3,000 TVs, but damn, did it look good on the Xbox One.
So when I first started the game, I was like, you know, I don't know about these graphics. Like, I know you've said that they're like really good, but the more that I play the game and like see all of the different environments, the more it's starting to grow on to me.
And the lighting, when it goes from day to night and everything gets a little, you know, it gets hard to see. It literally gets hard to see at night. You'll go into a house, you have to turn your flashlight on, and you literally have to turn your body to see where everything is because someone will come up behind you and you have no idea.
That's awesome, man. Is it more like is it harder to see at night than like Dying Light is?
Yes.
Yes.
It definitely is. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's the kind of stuff that zombie games need. Like, you need to actually fear the night. Like in Dying Light, I was like, oh, let me go out and like beef up my score because I can survive. Like, you need a game that actually makes you say like, damn, I'm gonna be scared to go out at night and I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna
especially, I don't know how much you've played, but there's a bunch of special zombies. There's like exploders and screamers and et cetera, et cetera. But there's one called I think Goliath or something wrong like that. And he's so big, if you ram a car into him, he'll blow up your car. And he takes so much damage to kill. So you'll walk into a house in pitch black and just feel the slam on your controller and you'll go, oh crap. You'll turn around and he's blocking the doorway. And so it's just, they actually give you moments where you're like, oh crap, what am I going to do here?
Nice, dude. Yeah, I gotta pick this up. I played it a little bit in the 360, not too much, but this Xbox One version, I gotta pick it up. Like, it's cheap enough.
I think it was yesterday I was playing, and it will tell you when a horde has been alerted. It'll say horde alerted across the screen, and then like I can't tell you how many times I've been playing and been like in the middle of looting a house for supplies, and all of a sudden that pops up on the screen, and I'm like, oh no, and then like I have zombies coming from all sides of the house, and I have to like fight and like do like kind of like a beeline across a fence or something.
Because if you watch your mini map, every movement you make, walking, running, digging through something, driving, you'll see this little blue circle come around your person, and depending on what you're doing, it gets bigger and bigger, and every zombie in that circle now knows where you're at. So if any one zombie in the entire horde hears you like break into a door, everybody's going to rush you. So you constantly have to watch your running, your walking, your driving. Like you have to slow down when you're going by your house, or you can alert a horde to where your home is.
Right. Oh, that's awesome, dude.
The blue circles kind of acts like almost like how loud you are.
Mm-hmm. Question in the chat from ASVP Infamous. Thanks for coming by and watching the show. Black Ops 3. We'll go back to that just really quick. What did we say, Assassin, with the release date on that? November 6th?
November 6th.
I swear it was 6th, but
November 6th.
November 6th.
It's a Friday, so I'm not too sure.
Yeah, so November 6th, around there. Like the first couple of weeks, easily in November.
Usually the first 2 weeks.
So, but November 6th, I think, is the right date. So, hope that answers the question. Anything else about State of Decay before we move on? I mean, it's an awesome game. Even for $30, I mean, it's worth full retail even, I think.
And if you owned it on the 360, you get a discount on the one.
Right, yeah. We said $10 off, I think, is what it is. So it's $20 if you want to get the upgraded edition, the Year 1 Survival Edition. And do you get something special if you buy it in the first couple weeks? I feel like there was like a Day 1 edition or something.
Yeah, you get the Day 1 edition, which comes with an extra... There's 2 DLC packs you get with it. And regardless of when you buy it, you get the 2 DLC packs. But if you buy it the Day 1 edition within the first, I think it's 30 days or something, you get the ability to call in an airstrike for... Not an airstrike, but an airdrop. And they drop off a brand new SUV, a limited edition SUV, limited edition weapon, limited edition... a couple of limited edition things. Plus, you get a new character who's like I don't want to say samurai, but that's sort of what he is with a samurai sword and everything.
Gotcha. The Future King says in the chat, State of Decay is very glitchy in my opinion. And Turtle, I've got to say, yeah, that's one of the first things Turtle said about the game. Do the glitches really like make it really difficult to play? Like, what frequency do you think the glitches come for you guys that have played it a lot?
I've had one glitch, and it was that one time, like 5 minutes after I started the game. Whenever I told you about this, it was I started the game at the very beginning of the game. About 5 minutes in, it said like I went to switch weapons. It starts you out with like a stick. I got an axe, switched to that, and the models wasn't loading. It was just like your guy was just like swinging their fist.
Yeah, I noticed a lot. Like, go ahead.
It was kind of game breaking because I had to go back to the main menu and reload the game.
Right.
Not start over, but just like hit continue and pick up back where I left off.
Right. Well, that kind of sucks, dude. Not gonna lie. Cody, what were we gonna say about the glitching?
I haven't had any game-breaking bugs, but I've had things where like a zombie will jump over a fence and land in a barrel or something and be stuck, or can't come out of a door. But sometimes you get the funny glitches, like I'll be driving and hit a random nothing, and my car will flip 1,000 times in the air before it lands and blows up. But nothing game-breaking so far for me.
Gotcha. How frequent you say those are?
Pretty frequent. It is a very buggy game, but so far it's been nothing to ruin it for me because it's just a blast to play.
Cool.
I think everyone's going to have a different experience with the glitches because, like you said, the glitches have been small and non-game breaking for a year. But for me, I've had that one game breaking glitch, and the rest has just been really smooth.
Right.
Right.
Future King says your arms go through open doors. I'd have to see that to see exactly what he means by that. But you guys know what he means by that?
I don't know. My arm can go through an open door right now. I don't understand.
Yeah. I don't know what you mean. Maybe elaborate on that. We'll get back to that, Future King. But That doesn't sound like really a glitch to me, but maybe you meant closed doors. I don't know.
My arm can go through open windows too.
Maybe we'll get back to that, but let's move on to another game that came out this week. We started talking about it at the beginning of the show. Shovel Knight came out on Wednesday, $14.99 for the game on the Xbox One, and it's the same price on the PS4 right now. So Shovel Knight's like a retro bit, old school, reminds me a lot of Mega Man. You unlock powers as you go. The screen where you pick what level you want to go to is a lot like Super Mario Brothers 3, where there's like lines and grids and stuff between the levels, and you progress that way. Before we get into this, Future King says he'll record it and show us. So yeah, send it to us, share it to one of us. Our Xbox gamer tags are cycling below our pictures here on the video version. So definitely send us the video if you can, man. That would help us understand it better. So Shovel Knight, guys. What do we think of Shovel Knight? I mean, a lot of people don't like these retro bit things on the newer version, on the newer consoles, but I'm loving the hell out of it. I'm glad I bought it. What do you guys think?
I haven't played much of it. I played maybe the first level, and that's it. I need to go back to it. But so far, it reminds me a lot of playing on older consoles. Like old Super Nintendo stuff. Like, the graphics, the graphics are kind of almost spot on like what you would see in the older games.
Exactly, dude. It's got that authenticity. Like, it's not Volgar the Viking. Like, Volgar the Viking graphics had a little bit of the gameplay, but it didn't have that 8-bit authenticity. This game has that 16-bit authenticity. It's got that Mega Man feel that everyone loved about those classic NES games. Cody, what are you going to say about it?
I like it. I mean, you are ecstatic about this game. It's fun to me, but I can't play it for hours on end. I'll play like 2 or 3 levels and put it down.
Right.
It's a lot of fun. It can be extremely difficult, especially for me. Somehow I seem to hit the right enemy at the right time and get dropped down a ledge and just get fed up. But it's a beautiful looking game for what it is, and it's a lot of fun to play. It's no bugs. It's works really well for me, but I just can't take a lot of it in one sitting.
Yeah. No, I see that, man. I see that. I'm used to, like, when I was a kid, I used to bang out Mega Man in, like, one sitting, so I'm used to that kind of thing, even through the frustrations. But, like, I like the amount of content they added in this game. Like, there's just no way you could do that in this one. So, but I do think that a lot of people will get frustrated, like a lot of the new gamers, especially new kid gamers, that games are so damn easy these days, and then you get to play this, and you're like, this looks so simple, how can this be so hard? So, like, it's crazy. Assassin, you haven't played it, have you?
I have not played, and if Clowns grabs it, I'll play it, but I'm just not excited for the game. I'm sorry. I mean, it looks very good. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that someone brought, some developer brought a game like this to the system. But I didn't play these games when I was growing up. Since I'm the youngest one here. I've mostly played Super Mario 64 and games like that. So I mean, you guys had more time, playing games like this. So.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. You're gonna be one of those people I'm talking about that plays it and you're like, dude, this is simple. Why is this so damn hard? But yeah, dude. Tizwan in the chat says, happy to see games like Shovel Knight brings back memories from when you were younger. Yeah, dude, that's part of the reason I bought it. Like, if this came out and I never had these kinds of memories, I may have been like, screw it. Like, this looks too simple. And I might have been like Assassin here, who had no interest in it. But I mean, the nostalgia is going to get a lot of people, and a lot of the gamers that have Xbox One are in that demographic that remembers these games. So,
yeah, I'm like you. I used to be able to beat these games in one sitting, and now it's like, man, why is this so hard? I used to beat these as a kid, and no problem. I'd be 5 or 6 years old beating out some Mega Man. And
Yep, same with me. I'm actually glad to see games like this kind of making a comeback.
Yeah, same. So shout out to Yacht Club Games. Yeah, they provide us with a review code for the Wii U back in the day, and they've got a gem on their hands here, and they're bringing the DLC for free. So I love that movement. I love the $14.99 gets you the complete game and everything, and they had a really strong showing at PAX East. So shout out to them. They did an amazing job with this, and when the DLC stuff comes to the Xbox One, I'm sure we'll have more about this on the show and on the site. So And Clowns just posted the review that he wrote about that Wii U version I was just talking about. So, Life is Not Fair. We'll be talking about those Games of Gold games. So, just wait, like not even 10 minutes. We'll get to that, bro. We will get to that. So here's a game that Cody can definitely talk about. Streamed it a lot earlier. Got a lot of viewers on his channel checking out this gameplay of Project Root, which came out on Wednesday, and it's at a special price right now. Pick it up for $7 for the initial price. It's normally going to be 10, so save 30% if you are interested in these games at all, because this is like a shoot-'em-up game, but it's more open world. So, I mean, there are levels, though, right, Cody? Like, it is still broken up into levels, but when you get into that level, you can move around in 360 degrees. It's not like the old Raidens or R-types or whatever, where it's just like left to right or down to up. You can go back and avoid people all over in 360 degrees. So if you've got a swarm of enemies coming at you, you can back the hell up and get away from those enemies and not be trapped, which you said off cam, but I'll let you say it again. Is something you really like about it, right?
Yeah, I agree. I usually do not like these sort of bullet hell type games. I grew up hating them because I didn't like just the left to right. I wanted to be able to move and avoid, and I couldn't do that with those games. But this one gives you the opportunity to pretty much go the entire map you want. You don't have to go to the mission. You just go around and just blow stuff up if you want to. Like I said, I streamed it for about 2 hours today, and I usually don't like these style of games, but shout out to the developer. I got a review code of it from my website, and I've absolutely fallen in love with it. It's beautiful for what it is. Your controller shakes when that sounds stupid, but your controller shakes when the explosions go off, and for this style of game, that sort of gets you into it. You blow something up, you feel it, then you have to turn around and shoot the enemies that are behind you the whole time you're trying to blow up this machine. You just really get into it, and the whole open world concept makes this a lot more fun than just those left to right ones.
Yeah, it's got all that complexity of the old school shoot 'em up games, but it's in 360 degrees, and you can feel like you can go wherever you want to go and check out the world. And you have like a radar, a mini map down the bottom left, and you can just explore or whatnot. The thing that I mean, correct me if I'm wrong about this, Cody, but the thing I kind of don't like about it is, like, it is open world, but they give you the set of tasks, and you do still have to do them in order. Is that true?
Yeah, you'll get one mission, and you might have a secondary mission. Like, your first mission will be go protect the radar tower. Your secondary mission is blow up their airfields. You could do those two in either order you want to, but that's the only stuff you can do right now. The mission is not going to go on until you complete those.
Right.
It's going to stay in that set function. And the only thing I don't like about it personally is there's no voice acting. It's all written. The story is all typed in front of you, and it's extremely small text, and you'll be fighting 200 enemies at one time, and Turtle can vouch for this. He mentioned earlier, you'll be swarmed by bullets, and they're going to pop something on the screen. Hey, I want you to do this. You have no idea what they're saying. You don't have time to read it before it goes away because you've got so much going on at one time.
Yeah. No, I heard you say that in your stream, and you were saying to all the viewers, you were like, oh, I got a 65-inch TV in front of me, and I can't even read it on 65-inch. Imagine people playing on like a 32-inch.
Hey, I was playing on a 32.
It's right. I mean, and you couldn't. If Cody couldn't read it, there's no way in hell you could read it.
No.
Dude, you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of when Gears of War first came out, and they made the jump from SD to HD, and you couldn't read anything if you played it on an SD TV on the 360. Like, if it was in 480p, you could not read that text. Good luck trying. And this is kind of like the same thing. It's so damn small. But I mean, I would recommend it for $7. Like, hell yeah, you get more than $7 out of enjoyment out of this game
Easily.
So I definitely would recommend it, and I think Cody would too. And Turtle, apparently you still aren't liking it that much, but like I said, you've put less time in than Checkers game maybe into this one.
For Project
this one too, yeah.
Yeah, I was playing it earlier. I played it maybe 30, 40 minutes earlier.
All right, okay. All right, so let's move on. We got deals and games of gold to talk about, and then the show is over. But since everyone's talking about Castle Storm in the chat, let's just go to games of gold first. Let's go out of order for once. Games of gold for Xbox One. You still got Pool Nation FX, which was the games of gold last month. Normally $13.99. It will be free still for the entire month of May. Castle Storm Definitive Edition, which is as I just said, the definitive edition of the game that came out on 360 and Wii U and a bunch of other consoles. That is normally $14.99. It will be free starting, I guess, right now. They released it a little bit early, but so Castle Storm is, to answer everyone's question in the chat, Castle Storm is amazing. I would pick it up for free, obviously. I mean, what have you got to lose? If your hard drive is hurting, like, delete some of the old free games that came out that are no good. Like maybe Crimson Dragon, for instance, or like Strike Zoo Zero. Like, this beats those easily. Easily.
1,000 pointed Crimson Dragon, but that's all I'm going to say about that.
You what? You felt what?
I said 1,000 pointed Crimson Dragon, but that's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh, excuse me then. Excuse me.
And also bought it before it was free.
Yes, I did.
There you go. So we have one person here like Crimson Dragon, but I think Castle Storm is better than Crimson Dragon.
Yeah.
It's like tower defense, but there's a lot more mechanics in this, and there is a little bit of multiplayer. You can send troops. A bunch of different troops. They have like priests. They have like beefed up knights. They have little peasants. They have all these kinds of troops. And don't take me verbatim there. I don't know the names of the troops anymore. But I mean, you can send all these kinds of troops. You can have this. You have this huge catapult that's the main weapon that's on the top of your tower, and you fire it at the other team's tower, and you just gotta bang that thing out as fast as you can. Or they have some game modes where it's like capture the flag that's put in the middle, and you gotta bring it back to your tower to win.
You can send yourself out into the fight too.
Yeah, you can drop in, instead of controlling that catapult, you can drop in, the leader of the knights to go out and try to help out your little minions that you've sent out, but that kind of leaves the tower defenseless, so you might not want to do that. It's so much strategy involved in this game. So underrated, I think. What do you guys think of Castle Storm?
I'm going to give it a try.
Turtle, I'm going to play you, and I'm going to beat you.
Yeah, you probably will.
I'm going to play. Now that I know Cody has it, dude, we're going to have to play that sometime, Cody.
Yeah, I put more than, that's my cat, sorry. Put more than like 5 minutes into it, because 5 minutes into it I was bored, and then I got to a deeper level, and once you start unlocking things, the game becomes a lot more fun.
Yeah, and that's true. That's a good point, because once you unlock stuff to build your tower in an appropriate way, like, you can build your tower and go like all gangbusters and be like, I'm gonna add things to my tower that makes me spawn my little peasants like instantly. Like, there's no period that I have to wait in order to spawn peasants, but you can make it so it has maximum defense. You can make it so you have a stronger catapult and stuff like that. You can customize all over this game, and there's little challenges and stuff that you have to beat times, and there's leaderboards, and very good, very, very good game of gold this month. Am I a little disappointed that it wasn't like a retail game? Obviously, but like for an old indie that was kind of forgotten at this point, that is quote unquote eligible for a Games of Gold, I think they made a great decision.
Yeah, I think it's a good game. And I think it's a game that people would not have purchased or given it a shot to, but this is going to give them a lot of people a chance to play something they probably wouldn't have.
Right. So, Castle Storm, that was for Xbox One, not for Xbox 360. I gotta say, this is 1 month where I think the Xbox One got the better of the Games of Gold. Like, Mafia 2, you'll get that for free for the first 15 days of the month, and the last 15 days of the month, or 16, you will get F1 2013. So yeah, you get 2 games, but I think that Castle Storm is better than either of these games, honestly. Like, Mafia 2...
Love some Mafia 2.
I'm not a huge fan of that series.
I loved Mafia 2.
I'm going to download both just because they're free.
I will have to give Mafia 2 another try. F1 2013, I haven't heard really much about it. To be honest with you. Oh, let's go back to what Future King was talking about real quick. Assassin, what? You saw what he was talking about
yeah, his door was open, and it was like the door never existed. He could just walk right through it. The door was like a part of him. He was like doorman. Half door.
Oh,
half
so
man.
the door was in the the player.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
you could just run right through it. Like there was just visible wall. You know.
Gotcha.
Not
Okay.
invisible.
Okay. So then he ran through the door, and the door like came off and went onto him.
No, it was just like the door was on its hinges. He could just walk right through the door. Just no problem.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got you. All right. Gotcha. All right. So Future King, that is, you're right, glitchy as hell. Have you guys seen that Turtle Cody real quick?
I haven't.
All right. So Mafia 2, apparently people saying it's good, clowns, and Cody saying it's good. So I guess download that. Obviously, it's free. I don't know anything else we want to say about these real quick before we move on to the final thing.
Just a little reminder, what was the games with gold for this month on the 360?
You mean for April?
For April.
They were, the first half of the month was Gears of War Judgment and Terraria. Second half was Army of Two, Devil's Cartel, and something else that escapes me.
Assassin's Creed.
What is it?
It was an Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag, right? So
And completely off topic, Inferno. Mariota just went second.
Ooh, okay. NFL draft talk, yeah. We will get to this final topic, and then we will be watching the NFL draft. Deals with gold this month. They get this like spotlight sale going on too. These little unadvertised sales. Unless you watch the show or go on Major Nelson's blog, you would not find out about these because they are not advertised anywhere that I can see on the home screen. The deals with gold, those are advertised on the home screen. You got Madden at $24. We got Angry Birds Star Wars Assassin, Angry Birds Star Wars for $10 at 80% off, and we got Dance Central Spotlight for 50% off at $5. Turtle, too bad you just bought it like 2 weeks ago or whatever. That kind of sucks.
I don't like to talk about it.
Assassin, you gonna show us your Angry Birds poster? Or?
Oh yeah. Angry Birds. I don't know if you can see it too.
It's upside down. Oh, no, never mind. It's not.
Wow, Turtle.
Wow, dude.
Angry Birds.
I don't
It looked like it
know.
was upside down at first.
You should be ashamed that you have that, I think.
I love posters. I like posters for everything.
So deals with gold, what do you think about those real quick?
Angry Birds for the win.
I already own Angry Birds, and thanks to Turtles, Dance Central Spotlight, and Madden on that account.
I think we should have 4 guys dance contest. Dance off.
I'm out.
But that's just me.
Alright, Assassin, you and me, we're going to have a dance competition to Royals.
Yes.
That'll be the next podcast.
Nice.
Just need
dude.
$5 to buy the game, and we're gonna do that.
All right, and just real quick, the Spotlight sale, a bunch of Star Wars pinball stuff for Pinball FX2 by Zen Studios. Awesome game. Those are like 75 and 50% off, so you can pick up those add-ons if you'd like. Dead Rising content is on sale for like 50% off. The that arcade remix thing that they advertised at E3 last year is $5. The season pass for Dead Rising 3, if anyone's still playing that, is $15. And some Resident Evil stuff on sale, good prices. The Rev 2 Episode 1 is $3.
That game is so good.
So I mean, definitely pick that up. $3, like Jesus, man. You got
For episode 1.
but just episode one, yeah. So I mean,
So good.
that's the nice thing about these episodic ones too, is that you can buy one and check it out. If you don't like it, I mean, it's $3 out of your pocket. Like seriously.
Plus, you get the really fun raid mode.
Y'all.
Right, so then you get that too. So I mean, you can get into the series for cheap, and then if you like it, like just buy the season pass for the last couple episodes, or buy the last couple episodes, and you're all set. So, and Resident Evil the HD one is $5 off. So, and Strider, we won't even talk about that. That game's poo poo. $4.95. So I think that's it. Do you have anything to say about these? Like, what do you guys think about the deals with gold? Real quick.
Not the best, but I think they're better than what we've seen in like recent weeks.
Right. No, that's true. I mean, with Call of Duty last week, like, give me a break. That Ghost pack, like, if you play Ghost, you obviously don't want it anymore, and if you haven't played it, like it's already 2 generations old. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't go for those. But these, I mean, you can get EA access for $30 for a year and play Madden, or you can buy EA access for a couple months and play Madden for $10 until Madden 16 comes out or whatever they're calling it. So yeah. I think that's it for the show. Thank you, Cody, for filling in. I know, Turtle, we went over again because you keep talking, damn it.
We started late.
We did start late, that's true. No, we did. But thank you, everyone, for watching. Come to check it out. Hopefully we entertained you, and if we did, please follow us on Twitch if you're watching live, and if you're not, go over to Twitch and follow us. 4GwQPodcast is our name on there. Go check out our website. We've got awesome reviews, like a review of Shovel Knight, like we talked about. We got on there. And we've got some articles. You can watch some of our old episodes on there too. 4GwQPodcast.com. Go check out Cody's new website, nerdomnia.com. Reviews of comics and all nerd paraphernalia, including some games. So go over there and check out his perspective because he writes awesome reviews. It's in its infancy right now, so pardon the appearance, but it will grow. We're not letting him let it go to vaporware. We're helping it grow. If you miss an episode, go check out the reruns at YouTube, youtube.com/4GuysWithQuarters on there. On Twitter, you can follow us and check out accurate times of our show and some questions we ask sometimes for an opportunity to get on the show. 4GwQPodcast is our handle on there. And find us on Facebook as well. 4GuysWithQuarters on Facebook. Like us. Assassin writes a bunch of posts on there about some random stuff, so go check it out. Last question before we go, since Pen and Fungus asked, do we think Destiny will go on sale again soon?
Maybe.
It could be free and I wouldn't buy it.
It probably will go on sale. It would have to be like $20 for me to buy it, honestly. We're not huge fans of Destiny here, but if you are, I would, look out for those sales, because I think places like Kmart and Best Buy will probably throw that on sale real quick. GameStop, forget it. But yeah, look out for that, because I think it probably will go on sale, but I mean, we're not huge fans of it here, so.
Also, keep an eye on Amazon.
Right, so look on Amazon too. Sometimes they have really awesome flash sales and stuff, so. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Shout out to the chat. You guys were amazing tonight. And yeah, so we'll see you later. Peace.
Bye.